considering the price and specifications of the Asus ROG G703GI, we were hoping for excellent results in terms of performance, and in both our benchmark testing and day-to-day use we were very impressed with how the laptop performed. This is thanks to the recent Intel Core i9-8950HK processor, which is combined with the aging, yet still very competent, Nvidia GTX 1080 graphics card. The G703GI recorded some of the best results we've seen from the gaming laptop, managing 101 frames per second in Middle-earth, Shadow of War with the graphics settings at Ultra. This is a very graphically intensive game, so for the laptop to be able to achieve such high frame rates is testament to the high-end components Asus has packed into it. It also handily beats the MSI GS65 Stealth, and improves on the previous generation's Asus ROG G703 in the performance stakes as well. If you want to play games at full visual fidelity, and even at 4K resolution if you plug it into a TV, then the Asus ROG G703GI is definitely worth looking at. Even if you stick to the built-in 17.3-inch 1080p screen, games look fantastic, especially when you whack all the graphics bells and whistles to the max. The display supports a 144Hz refresh rate and G-Sync, which makes gameplay feel smooth and responsive, with no stuttering or screen tearing. When we used the Asus ROG G703GI for tasks other than gaming, we found that the performance was good, although not as impressive. The large amount of super-fast NVMe SSD storage space enables Windows 10 to load quickly, but it sometimes felt a little laggy in use. We put this down to the large amount of extra software that comes installed with the PC, which makes it feel a little bloated at first. However, once you let the laptop bed in, and remove the software you don't want to use, performance is much better. Of course, it's also worth noting that this is a laptop you're going to be mainly gaming on, and in that area it excels. There are prices to pay for this level of performance, however, and whether or not you think they're worth paying will determine if the Asus ROG G703GI is for you. There's the monetary price of course, and, as well as being large and chunky, the Asus ROG G703GI can also get quite loud when gaming, and even occasionally during less intensive tasks, as its fan wears in order to keep the powerful components inside cool. Gaming laptops aren't known for their long battery life, although some of the newer, slimmer, laptops are trying to buck that trend, and with a gaming laptop as big and beastly as the Asus ROG G703GI, it's no surprise that the battery life is pretty slight. Having said that, it may surprise you to learn just how quickly the battery life depletes. In our own battery life test, playing a 1080p video file on repeat until the battery dies, the Asus ROG G703GI only lasted 1 hour and 53 minutes, which is less than the running time of many movies. So don't expect this to be a laptop you can happily match movies on without it being plugged in. When it comes to the more strenuous task of playing games, the battery depletes even more quickly, and in the PC Mark 8 battery life benchmark test, which replicates medium to heavy use such as making video calls, browsing the internet and word processing, the battery again drained quickly, lasting just an hour and a half. In short, this is a laptop that needs to be plugged in almost constantly, and as we mentioned earlier, it needs 2 power supplies to properly charge the battery. The good news is that the battery does at least charge quickly,